time and a place for luxury, and a time and a place when you better stick to another bag. Hi and very welcome! My name is Mary, this is my channel Lumi Level Up, and I'm a luxury lover on an average income trying to be more mindful with my money. I had this video topic on my mind for quite a while now, and I finally managed to ask two wonderful ladies here on YouTube if they would want to join me with a topic for a collab, to share occasions, events or places where we wouldn't use one of our luxury bags but rather would pick a contemporary or no-name one. This is Dani O and Dawn Loves Couture. Both will share their thoughts on no luxury bag places, occasions and events in their own videos, and of course they are linked for you down in the description box. Both of them are just wonderful, very entertaining, and we've supporting each other's channels nearly since the start, I think, with watching, liking, commenting, and I would recommend you to do so as well. I'm super excited to hear their thoughts where they wouldn't wear a luxury bag, because all three of us, we love our luxury bags. But we do have quite some contemporary ones in our collections as well. I myself came up with 9 occasions, and I'm very curious as well to see how many, if any, we have in common. There's no particular order to how I present mine, it's just I wrote them down when they came to my mind. So let's start with my beloved flea markets. I had mentioned in my flea market vlogs or flea market hauls before that I would never go there with a luxury branded bag, since it might get the prices up on a flea market. If you are interested in something, you ask the seller for the price, and the seller can tell everyone a different price. So better not make them think, oh, she's wearing an expensive bag, so she probably can pay a little more for my items as well. Probably most sellers wouldn't even recognize if you're wearing a luxury bag. But why should I increase the likelihood of getting a worse price? Just for the fun of carrying a designer bag that day. Then I thought of the Oktoberfest, or more general, a Bierfest. You know, here in Germany, each city and even each small village, as long as it has a church, it has its own little Bierfest once a year. And whilst I probably wouldn't be too concerned to go to my local home village Bierfest to have a casual lunch, I would never ever visit the famous Oktoberfest in Munich with a luxury designer bag. Not the Oktoberfest and no other bigger Bierfest. I think the reasons are obvious. There are so many drunk people and it's very crowded. You easily get pressed together with people. You can get stuck with your bag on someone or something. Someone in the crowd might get too close to you with a cigarette or drop some beer on your bag. And I wouldn't even entirely rule out that a very drunk person might vomit on your bag. So it's just not a safe space for a luxury designer bag. And I wouldn't want to be worried about an expensive bag when being there. Next on my list I had at the pool or at the beach, and a while ago I even dedicated an entire video to that topic, why I wouldn't wear a Louis Vuitton Neverfull to the beach, or probably any luxury bag. So if you are curious for my in-depth reasons, I would recommend you to watch that video. I have to admit though that my thoughts on that somewhat evolved, especially before our luxurious Mauritius vacation, and I was this close to purchase the Loewe Paula's Ibiza straw bag to be my beach bag for that vacation. So it might not be a definite never for that occasion, but in the end I decided against the Loewe bag as my luxury beach bag. Another place where I wouldn't want to wear a luxury bag, I'm not really sure how to put it in best English words, a bad neighborhood or a sketchy area, a place where you know there is a lot of criminality going on. I just wouldn't want to make a target out of myself. And I have enough cute no-name or contemporary brand bags that I could wear when I know I have to go to such a place. It's not just about very flashy branded luxury bags for me in this case, that might show a huge logo or something and draw a lot of unwanted attention, but as well very understated ones. Just to make sure that if the worst thing happened and I would get robbed, I could easily let go of my bag. Which in such a serious situation you should do anyways, even if you are wearing a luxury bag. But why provoke anything? An occasion I had on my mind as well, which is neither an event nor a place, but somehow it still fits the topic. When it's raining cats and dogs. I know there are more carefree luxury bags and materials as well, like for example Louis Vuitton Damier Ebene canvas. But if I know it will be raining for hours and I know it will be raining very strong, I don't pick any luxury bags. Even if it might be one that would be okay with some water, I just can't imagine that drowning in rain doesn't do anything to a bag. And why take a risk? I would switch to a cheaper bag that day. Then there are occasions like doing charity work, helping in a soup kitchen for example. I personally wouldn't feel comfortable to wear a luxury bag in these circumstances when there are people in need and I so obviously splurged on something so unnecessary like a luxury bag. I know most people there probably wouldn't mind my bag, but it still feels irreverent to me and it's just not necessary. Next up we have a job interview. Unless you're working in fashion, I don't think it's the best idea to go for a branded luxury designer bag when you introduce yourself for a new job. I wish there was no such thing as luxury judgment, but unfortunately it does exist. And since your salary might be addressed in that interview as well, I just wouldn't want to be associated with spending on luxury designer bags for that very first impression. If it's a very, very understated bag that is not known for being luxury, so no visible logos, no visible branding, not an iconic luxury bag shape. Maybe. But here I'm definitely not talking Hermes. A Birkin bag might be understated, design and branding wise, but it's definitely not nondescript. And you better don't want to show up with a more expensive bag than your future boss. Work hard, party harder. These days it's not happening often anymore. To be honest, it's hardly happening at all. But if I would actually go out to party, clubbing all night long, and possibly having a few drinks, I wouldn't want to do so with a luxury bag. A dignified dinner with some glasses of champagne, okay, no problem. But party hard? No. I don't want any expensive bags around me. Being tipsy or drunken or having friends that had a few drinks too much. And we finish with an occasion that is somewhat close to partying, a music festival. There is a crowd, there are many drunken people. It's just not a safe space for your bag. Now that I think about it, it's actually quite close to a Bierfest as well, which in some way is a festival as well, I guess. And I'm absolutely not relaxed enough to bring an expensive bag with me to a festival. All these influencers at Coachella with their designer bags, I have no idea how they are doing it. Oh, well, actually, probably they earn just that much that they don't care if their $3,000 bag gets some stains or scratches. With that being said, are there any events, occasions or places where you wouldn't take any of your luxury bags that I forgot to mention? Share them with us down in the comments. If you want to hear some more thoughts on the topic, where to better not wear a luxury bag, definitely go and check out Dawn's and Dani's videos, which you'll find in the description box. I know that Dawn had some ideas that didn't come to my mind, and I bet Dani, being a mom, offers an interesting perspective as well. Thank you so much for watching, hope to see you next time, and bye! Not sure if the camera shows that this dress is very tight on me, probably somewhat too tight, and I guess I'm going to let go of it. And I'm curious to see it on a bigger screen. Maybe these stripes are totally disturbing. Is disturbing the word I'm searching for? Interruptive? Just flimmery? We'll see. And now I can't change it anymore anyways. What's this? What's this? To hear their thoughts To watch next, of course, I have to recommend to you Dawn's video and Dani's video. If you haven't seen these two, definitely go and check them out. And don't forget to subscribe.